We're loving the action in round one as you're joining us now for Heat 11. Sebastian Zietz takes on Coffin and Kanoa Igarashi. Exciting talent packaged here for you.
As far as finding those high quality waves, but the surfer's been putting in pretty good performances. And we've got already out of the gates, Kanoa Igarashi. Beautiful long bottom turn for that first maneuver. Wave starts to flatten out, but he carves through that, negotiates that backwash really well, and then gets a final move. So pretty good start. Can he hang on? And he knows how important that is. He does. So Kanoa already drawing first blood. Well, we're going to have also Coffin, the powerhouse out of Santa Barbara. A sophomore on the tour this year. Beautiful section in front of him. Drifts and hangs on somehow.
Wow.
Through that maneuver. Free fall drop. Just the one maneuver, but it was a solid one.
Found us the, what did he find, Peter? 5.5. Coffin a 6.67. Stick with the live action here as we see Kanoa already pegging out a second score using that longer rail line. Fits it in nicely. He'll get that banking score. So 2 scores under the belt early on for Kanoa at that time. So there will be much more discussion about that as we get closer. Right now, it is all about stop 4 on the World Surf League's Championship Tour. And the new hairstyle for Sebastian Zietz as he goes into the second maneuver. Holds it together. Little layback compression. He'll ditch out. Meanwhile, Kanoa Igarashi has accepted a second score from the judging panel.
Well, it's kind of unique to have Sebastian Zietz wait for set wave, which he does. Beautiful executed first maneuver, nice and vertical. He connects with the lip. You know, right here is a little touch and go if he pulled that move off.
Yeah, a little question mark hanging on that one, Pete.
For sure, you know, and the judges don't want to see you have any kind of question mark. I mean, even then, it's going to affect the score slightly, so they'll really just be focusing on that first maneuver.
And bells going down to Federico Marias in that round before the quarterfinals, did Sebastian Zietz. This man contending for Rookie of the Year last year. Kanoa Igarashi, efficiency there over the lip. He'll hold it together. Lots of rail game between those two surfers.
That was a fun heat to watch. Check this out. See how quick this spin is. We're going to see it in slow-mo. Zing! But see how the board waffled under his feet?
Yeah.
So much control to keep that board underneath him, because right there, you see everything wanted to get away from him, but he holds onto it, pulls it off, so difficulty there. And somehow, you know, if he would have been able to kind of project a little bit more out into the flats and right out of that a little smoother, you would have seen a bigger score.
It's, you know, he lands it on the top of the wave. Hang on, let's just have a look at blue for a sec.
All right, so we'll stick with Coffin here. Richie Porter still on the line. Coffin, rail is his game. Section through to the inside, and the wave just discontinues.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to ask you, Rich, just specifically about your job as head judge.
Higher or lower than Kanoa's last one. Hang on, let's just watch white. Red, sorry.
All right, so here we go. Sebastian Zietz. We'll just talk it through live. Little pocket on the right-hander here. Nice rip there. Oh, gets unstuck. So throwaway score, Rich.
Watch the replay because it's going to come in as a higher scoring wave, but it's just now the comparison of how much further than white you want to score it. So I'll be back to you in a jiffy.
Get to work, Rich.
Okay.
Well, thanks so much, Richie Porter. We'll be checking in with him quite a few times a day because conditions do change, and we are always just keeping an eye on the various aspects and subtleties of the criteria, Pete. Welcome back to the 4th stop of the Championship Tour. The World Surf League brings the best surfers through to Brazil. And as we see Coffin get stuck on that final maneuver, you're joining us with a little under 12 minutes to go here. All those numbers have been crunched by our judging panel. And Coffin is leading with a pair of 6s. A high-end 6 of a 6.93. Add that to his 6.67. And judges will now own the score for this one, Pete.
And the replay here, again, we talk about all the backwash. We'll get more elaborate about that because it is a challenge to fit your maneuvers in the right spots when that backwash is coming. The timing is everything. It's kind of similar to what happened right there. You know, he kind of got up in the lip. You realized the backwash had lifted him right there, and it's a matter of getting off that lip and landing in the transition correctly, especially when it just changes instantaneously on you.
Bringing a lot of problems to the surfers to complete their waves, and it's not that they don't find this kind of condition. anywhere else, because when they go to Europe, it's pretty similar to here. You know, the backwash is common over there when the tides change a lot and it's a beach break. All right, guys.
Thanks very much, Carlos.
Thank you,
He's
too.
down there joining us here for the Oi Rio Pro presented by Corona. A very popular public figure is Carlos Burle.
Nice
Meantime,
release out of the top there from Kanoa Igarashi on this replay. Backs it up with another carve, so bit of variety. See how he's drawing out those bottom turns? It's all about timing, and he's been able to do that with his equipment. It holds his speed because he can hang off that bottom for a long period of time and pick the precise. Wants to get up there into the lip. And this one all the way to the inside. So strong turns on the outside, finishes all the way to the inside, trying to better a 5.5, and I think he'll do that.
especially working in his favor here in Sakurama on the slightly flatter pockets.
That's absolutely right, you know, and he's still going to be picking up strength and extra weight as he grows. You know, he's still so young. As we watch now the replay of Sebastian Zietz, beautiful hooking snap there, carrying a ton of speed through that maneuver. Gets two back-to-back solid backhand turns on a smaller wave, but I think those quality of those maneuvers is going to still play into the score here and give him a pretty, definitely going to improve his best.
One of those great prospects for a future world title. Sebastian Zietz joining him live here. They're picking on the lefts a lot. And how about that for a little whomping of backwash? Go unstuck. Seabass down in third with 6.5 minutes to go. No real big numbers, Pete, coming out of the mix here, because this heat is now wrapped up. Kanoa Igarashi, for the first time in 2017, will find a round one win.